If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a hit. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Middle Tennessee State's offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That would be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens
I'm doing my season.
in the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man. He is the guy.
There he goes.
It's time to get off. I get off around this time. I just tell you and play this game.
This on offense early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd
No.
bringing the energy and noise early. Got a little space. He's loose. territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. At the 35, he's open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard of bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Running into the open space. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Welsh. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
finds a spot in the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. That brings them to within one. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll ride the hot hand. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lindsay. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Gives it on the option. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more fit.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Line just back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now on the option. Look out, he's got room. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. On target to the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Clock stops and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. One-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving